Let's quickly now take a look at the big story that's happening right now, which is the Artificial Intelligence Summit that's unfolding at Paris. India is a co-chair at the summit that is expected to decode, decipher, and probably show the way to the world as far as what will be the future of AI, what will be the solutions that AI can offer, what is the roadmap that Global South can follow when it comes to AI. Well, viewers, if you're tuning in right now, Prime Minister Modi is headed to Paris, and followed by that, he will, of course, be going to the United States. At the Paris summit, leaders are set to decide on the AI governance agenda. Prime Minister Modi is likely to push for global AI norms that will ensure that there are not just a few countries that hold the key to deciding the AI revolution in the world. Let's quickly now get in my colleague, let's get in Paridhi Bhanot, who's joining us live from Paris to talk to us about what's happening right now, what can be expected, and talk to us, first of all, Paridhi, where exactly are you standing? And let's get those breathtaking visuals on air where Paridhi is.
Hi, Gauri. I am, in fact, standing in front of the Grand Palais, and this is where the AI Summit is unfolding, the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit, as you've just talked about. It's going to be a very interesting 2 days. The summit started earlier today morning. The inauguration took place at 9:30 a.m. Local time. And as the day progresses, of course, there are lots of heads of states that are arriving. In total, there are about over 80 heads of states that are going to be here. But also private companies, Gauri, are going to be here, which is very interesting, because what makes this summit truly special is the fact that it's a partnership between the public as well as the private sector. So all the stakeholders sort of coming onto one single platform to see how AI and how the governance of AI can be taken forward. Now, about the summit itself, I'm going to tell you a little bit. Now, this is the 3rd edition of the Artificial Intelligence Summit that is currently unfolding in Paris. The first 2 editions took place in 2023 and 2024, respectively, in the UK and in the Republic of Korea. Now, what really makes this summit, Gauri, different from the ones that have already been held is that the focus during this summit is really on the action, is really on what can be done to take forward artificial intelligence technologies. This is in contrast to what the main goals of the summit were when the summit took place. For instance, let's say the first edition of the summit that took place in the UK, the priority there was the safety of AI. The questions that were being asked there is AI going to be safe for the people? Can we really make AI for global good? And that is the departure, really, Gauri, from the first 2 editions of the summit to this summit now that is being held in Paris, which is action. The question really is, how will AI be governed? How can AI be used for public good? How can AI be used and, in fact, developed in a fashion that is sustainable? So these are really the questions that are being asked here. And by the end of the summit, of course, the challenge is going to be to bring all stakeholders onto one single platform, to be able to bring out a declaration by the end of the summit that can meet the expectations of the public, but also the private. It's very interesting because there's going to be heads of states from some of the leading countries in the world that already have artificial intelligence models that are extremely sophisticated. Of course, there's going to be it's going to be the Vice President of the United States, J. Vance. He's going to be here. And other than that, you have Prime Minister Modi, who's arriving later today. You also have the Vice President of China, who's going to be here at the summit, and also private players. So you talk about OpenAI, you talk about Mistral AI, you talk about DeepSeek now. Founders and CEOs of all of these big tech giants, big companies are going to be here at the summit. And so it's really going to be a matter of how the public and the private can see eye to eye.
Okay.
Gauri, let me also take this opportunity. Yes.
Indeed. In fact, Paridhi, we're going to keep coming back to you with those details.